Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Maddie Rance. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are about to talk about Drag Race France Season 3. It is the premiere episode here. We got two times 5. I fixed it. 10 queens stepping back into the workroom in France to get that crown again, baby. And I am excited to talk about this episode with you today. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you all so much for being here today. And thank you for tuning in. Let me go ahead and get my chat up right now. I look good. Sorry, I had to deceive myself here. We'll be doing polls. We'll be doing other kinds of, interactive stuff with you today with this live. It is a review, but it's live. So you will be a part of the conversation as well. And I will be enjoying some of the commentary that you give in the live chat. Don't forget though that at the end of this video, or if you are just now tuning in and you're watching, make sure that you get in the comment section and also leave a like on this video. YouTube does see that and they understand when you get more likes and you get a lot of comments, they'll put your video into the algorithm a little bit more. So please and thank you, if you could, for me, do me that solid favor. All right, let's get my social medias out the way first and get the show started today. Y'all know it's a new series, but we've covered France on my show before, both seasons 1, 2, and now 3. So this will be a Monday show that we have for the remainder of the season going forward here. I even will be able to confirm, because I am going to be going to DragCon LA this year, that I'll still be able to get this episode out in time whenever that does happen. So very excited to jump in with this today. I apologize. I am a little bit jumbled right now. I walked through the door maybe 15 minutes ago. I had to run a lot of errands this morning, and it's also one of the hottest days in Houston so far. Summer has truly begun. Where am I at? Just so you can get an idea of what's going on here. Plus, I have to get my AC fixed in the car. I'm already getting my car fixed in general, but I have to get the AC fixed now because she is blowing warm air. And I was like, baby, I need the windows down just to make it through my errands running today. So it's currently 90 degrees, but it feels like 100 degrees outside. And trust me, I was outside for a good 2.5 hours, sweating my life away. So I'm back home now. I need to take a shower after this immediately. But happy to be here. Just forgive me if I'm a little bit disheveled as I'm trying to do this, because baby, I was rushing back home. All right, it's at Maddie Rance everywhere except for X, which is at the Maddie Rance. You can find that all in my about section for YouTube, along with my other links I'm going to discuss now with you today. I do reactions on Patreon. I just did this episode. I actually have the reaction for Drag Race France posted on Fridays, as well as All Stars 9. So if you're part of my Patreon crew, you get the idea, or at least you get an understanding of what I like and what I thought was good about this show with the reaction ahead of time on Friday. So check out my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Also bookable on Cameo, and have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. As a reminder, just because we may have some opinions today that everybody may not find too palpable, but I promise you that everything that I say does not come with any malicious intent. So as a reminder, disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by Maddie Rance and program participants are subject to personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie is a talker and you may be here for a while. Please do not post any spoilers in the chat, because why? And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good old nasty boot. Let's see here. Let's see her. Hold on, I gotta respond to something real quick. Okay, sorry. Had to clear up some stuff there and all that good jazz. A lot of y'all know it's been a whirlwind of things that have been happening for me. So We got our social medias at the way. There was the disclaimer. It is what it is. If you do want to drop a tip in my jar, all love. PayPal.me/rants. Catch up Bill Simon Rants and Vim Rants. Appreciate y'all so much for being here today. But that thumbs up button in the comment section is really importante. Please get in there. Again, I'll be at DragCon July 19th and 20th. So if you're going to be at DragCon and you do want to say hi, I know sometimes people can be nervous and I hear about it later, like in my chat. Someone's like, Matt, I saw you and I was going to talk, but I was nervous. That is the time for you to test your limits with me if you're going to want to speak to me. Because trust and believe, I'm going to leave you with some good energy because that's all I'm about, especially when I'm meeting rant pack folks or folks that respect the art, especially for content creators, this, that, and the other. So by all means, I'm not going to take it personally if I'm with another content creator. You want to say hi, like someone said in the chat board that I thought was really weird. I was like, I wasn't even paying attention to you. I didn't even know that person was. I was like, oh, good for them. Like, you think I care? Girl, please. I'm here for my people. You know what I'm saying? So if you coming through, come through. Do not be nervous with me. C. Diggy is also going to be there as well. And I'm trying to see if any more people from the panel are going to pop through. But I know me and C. Diggy will be there again, like we were the last time that we pushed through for DragCon. So yes, I'll be excited to see a lot of you there. And 19th to the 20th. I plan on doing a Universal Studios run through before I get my butt back home. But I have everything booked. My place to stay is, we got that confirmed. I got my flight booked. I got the tickets for con. And my last thing I'll get is the Universal tickets. I'm waiting to see if I can get them for cheaper before I do all that. But I want to go to Mario World, obviously. All right, let's get into this season. Also, happy Pride, everybody. That's why we got the rainbow up here. Little sizzle, a little gay, just a little bit, little bit. Now, so far so good. So far so good. I'm waiting to see a little bit more of I'm seeing little hints of the pow that is coming from some folks, but it's a nice start. It wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow. I said, okay, I think we have an idea of what we may be getting this season. But again, every season of every reality TV show, expectations should not fall into place. You know, your favorite can go home first, second, or third, right? So far, so good. I'm enjoying this. Give me a second on the names too. I know everyone's name, but I don't know everybody's name, if that makes sense. Like, there are a few who I have immediately in my mind, and some who I know the name, but I don't have them quite off memory just yet. That's normally from these international seasons. But it was nice to see the playback of season 2 with Kiona as the winner of last season, who I'm a big fan of since Legendary, this, that, and the other. Baby girl came in the room giving all kinds of moisturize. The dress fits, the hair is done, and the mug is wuggy. Kiona is giving. Blessed, highly favored, melanated goddess. I was like, oh. She gave her the door. I thought, oh, whoa. Are we going to get a whole season of her again? Say she's on the panel. Wow, we didn't get it. It's okay. Mama left a message on the mirror. In the mirror. Drag Race Live, still in my head. But she lets them know, it's your time. Let's go. All right. Let's see if I have this down. And again, to anybody that's watching the show that's a part of this cast, this is not shade. I'm still trying to get everyone's names pulled together here. There's so much Drag Race, right? Misty Phoenix is what I think I got this right. Yes, Misty Phoenix is the first to step into the workroom here. Interested, we shall see. That's where I'm at with Misty. She can dance, and she proved it. And I said, okay, Mama was talking like she's a moving and shaker. I said, let me see if she is or not. The surfboard taught me baby girl knows how to move them hips. I said, okay. But then when we get to the performance later with the cabaret, I was like, oh, okay. She's not all talk. I like this. I like this a lot. Interesting outfits. I'm going to sort of, I'm not going to care for the runway later. This was an interesting workroom look. I like their confessionals too. She seems like a key. We may get a little bit more of a fired spirit later here, but I like a little Misty Phoenix. Le Filip. I hear my children. Mamu, Mina, What's going on? All right, sorry. I can hear my two cats squabbing in the back, and I'm seeing how it's going down right now. Mina's doing the most. Mina, you give Mama a break. I can hear my wheezy baby. Oh my goodness. Okay. Filip was cutting up in the confessionals, and I actually do enjoy the shade and a little bit of the cacks that are going here. I hope baby girl makes it to the reading challenge, you know. Now this outfit on the other hand is where I was like, because her titties kept on showing. I should say the nipple. Man, just that was the only thing that bothered me. I do like the color. I like the color of the hair. I enjoy the dry sense of humor. It's good. So I want to see more of what Philip can give. And I actually enjoyed her runway. The runway was kind of like, okay, this is interesting. She's got some sense. Just didn't care for the entrance look, but she's a key. Beep. The confessional energy is great. Everything about it. This sweater it's warm, but then you get into the confessional and she just drags somebody by their scalp. It's like, oh, okay. But I was like, all right, we're gonna see what baby girl gives. We're gonna see. Aphrodite Amore. I guess I do have everyone's names down. Let me stop here. Glamazonian Airways, we come aboard. Like this is what this gave me. I like the mug and I did like the outfit, but I just got season 7. Welcome aboard. Glamazonian Airways, queen of the night. Like I kept playing it over and over in my head. But it's still a really, really cute little entrance room look. The heels, but you know, it's still a very cute little look. Now I kind of enjoyed. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That was me the whole time watching the show. I was like, oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So they're bringing a little testosterone in here. I was like, and do. And I was a little mad at what happened today. I'm not going to lie. I was like, how are you going to do that to me, Nikki? Like, we were like, this was supposed to be at least 5 episodes of me swooning for a little bit. But I told y'all I'm a chested arm man, and they're there. They there. And a banker too. So you good with money? That's a good thing. Those are all checklists. That's very much a dateable man. You hear me? All right, I'm gonna move on. I was like, I don't even. I was like, he's kind of cute. I was like, I can't focus. Anywho, moving on. Perseo is next here. Canary Islands in the house. I said, all right, there is a lot of Spanish influence this season, and we've seen that before with like Lolita Banana, but like Perseo, and then also even like Leona Winter, who spent time in Spain. I think somebody else on the cast also has some roots that are also in reference to the series. I was like, oh, it's interesting to me because I'm like, I see we're showing more sides to France, just like say with America and certain people that, you know, move to the country, this, that, and the other. And it shows the multifacets of what is available to them as far as drag and who is there and what is being given right now. Now, do I like this outfit? Absolutely not. What outfit? I don't like it. The headpiece is interesting. I think the shoes are just stoned for the filth. But baby, there's nothing there. And if I'm going to be really honest with you, I'm out. I'm a little worn out from this. No shade. And you can blame the bald-headed lady from another season for that one. I'm a little worn out. Do I think Perseo is cool though? Yes. Love them. I'm interested to see more of what they're going to be bringing to the show. Love them in the confessionals. Love the top. I live. I just a lot left to be desired with that full intro. I was like, I don't know about that. But there you go. Germaine, we're not discussing that here. As I have said, you know what? Actually, and you should know better. You should read line. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Read line 5 for me, please. Please do not post these spoilers in the chat. This is a spoiler-free zone. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you so very much. Love you, Germaine. But I'm gonna cut it right there. I'm gonna cut it right there. Moving forward and moving on. Who's next? We all know who this is. There was no surprise. I saw the beehive. I knew what was up. I knew what was up. Baby, let me tell you something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what competition's been in, but she's either going to be in the top or win. Leona Winter. For those of you who are familiar with this queen, she was on the Switch with Gia Confrontational Gun. Please, if you haven't seen those clips or at least gotten into it, you need to. You really, 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 really should. Johanna, no, this baby has talent, so we're not going to use that girl's name. I'm gonna be quiet because a lot of girls live and breathe for mid, and I'm not her. I'm not jumping for mid lace lines. I'm not doing it. But to a polished girl, Mom was on the Switch. She was also on Queen of the Universe season 1. For those of you who don't remember, she was on season 1 of Queen of the Universe as well. She's also a pageant queen. She's also done other competitions too, this, that, and the other. She, in my opinion, based off of the edit, coming into a show like this is considered to be a front runner, but like also it could be her detriment because people have expectations of her, and that is going to be something I feel is going to happen to Leona this season. And I'm like wondering who of the judges is going to be the one to say it first, to be like, we have high expectations. I feel she will meet them, but you know how that happens. Like even with Kiona last season, like what we know her, this, that, and the other. They were also hard on her season 2 a lot of the times because most of us remember Baby Girl should have won at least 2 other episodes and didn't. But I digress. So we'll see how this goes down. But I think she's going to give what needs to be given here. It's going to be interesting to see her in this setting with the show. And she's already dragging girls too. Leona already talking about people's feet. I said, someone pick up Nina from the floor because I know she was sniffing. West. I said, so Filip, okay. Not Filip. Filip and Leona, okay, are reading already. Now, it's funny that Filip was reading other girls and Leona reading her. So, like, this might be interesting. I kind of excited for the reading challenge maybe this season. We will see. But yeah, Leona's on my board of people to watch out for. Norma Bell? Okay. Beat. Filthy. Beat. That's a beautiful bitch right there. Beautiful. Gorgeous. This dress is all right. But she is gorgeous. The hair was giving me what I needed to get. That would be a unit I would wear. Do you hear me? That's one of my units, bitch. I'd be like, ooh, piece of hair right there. No, she's good. I'm interested in her. I want to see her go far. I want to see her. She's definitely a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. That's the La Roach callback for Legendary. She's a pretty girl. And Out of Drag was cute too. I was like, oh, come on, Norma. Ow. I said, they got some fine motherfuckers on this season. What's I've been watching Norma, but this is my other baby because I was here for Leona. I was here for Norma. I liked Aphrodite for reasons. And then we got to this one, Miss Magnetica. Oh, yes. Oh, I lived. I lived for the puffer balloon animal-esque fashion moment here with this full orange creamsicle anime eye, full nonsense. Like I lived for the full presentation. Every motherfucking thing. Everything. Oh, it's gorgeous. The eye was done right. It didn't look weird or like overdrawn and all that. To me, I like it when I can look at a picture like this over here. Hold on, where my arrow at? I can look at this picture and know that mama has both her eyes open, but it's blended so well, I can't tell unless I just stare at it and I gotta go, oh, let me find it. I'd have to really look. I like that. I am nervous. Maddie, why are you nervous? Why am I nervous? All right. On certain international seasons, there are like artistic queens that I feel always get to the midway point and stop. And I hate that because I'm like, I wanted to see the finale looks. I'm nervous. I want her to do well, but I don't know if they're going to give her a little, we don't get this or we didn't get that kind of spill. And I'm nervous. I am nervous. I also am going to get her together when they were picking out the parts for this cabaret. I would have lost it, but I wouldn't have really lost it. I would have talked some shit later. I would have waited until we were backstage and be like, girl, did you see all that bullshit? I'm still grieving over Ugasio, yes, and Onyx, of course, from their respective seasons, except for All Stars on Onyx, because that was some, we going about to carry you. We have to stop this right now because it's looking crazy. But yeah, I want to see what Magnetica gives. I'm entertained and interested in what their drag is giving. I like their entrance look. I was giving. I was like, okay. Also, a lot of people knew each other this season, which I think is cool. It does bring in some outside. I know her for this. I know her for that. Also, expectations from queens as well. This is the other person who I'm entertained and very interested in. Ruby on, was it Ruby on the nail or is it Ruby on the head? Ruby on the nail. Yeah, Ruby on the nail. I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to figure it out why I'm so enamored, but I am very much enamored. I think it's because not only is she like giving sort of like gender fuck tease with the hairy chest, her beat is severe. Like it's not just a regular, oh, it's all right, girl, my makeup is okay. No, her mug is whop. Yes, boom, cack, something else gay. The mug is wugging. I'm like, God damn. I was like, oh, she's kind of giving. Oh, it's polished. Oh, I like this. She's a contender. I feel that. I'm entertained by them. I want to see what they have. Also, she's like, her confessionals are interesting too. I'm like, baby, is this a knitted cutoff, like with a short sleeve white shirt underneath? I kind of was gagged. I was like, what is that? But I feel like it would be eaten if I saw it in person. I don't know. I want to see it. I want to see her. I want to see what she operates and does. The cabaret, in my opinion, she chewed in that cabaret. So, okay, bitch. And I kind of liked her drag too for the runway. It was very entertaining. The pin, like, get real. Like, that was everything. I'm interested. I'm entertained. Ruby's going to be another one I'm looking out for too. Now, is it Edeha? It's not Edna. It's Edeha. Edeha. Why do I want to put a little? That's why I'm saying Edeha. Edeha Noir. This is not a read. I'm gonna tell you who she reminded me of, and it includes like just the entire episode and the energy that she gave me. So I got Sissy Superstar tease from her, and nothing against Sissy and nothing against Edeha. Nothing against them, but it gave me you know, I'm coming in like this. And then you look at the outfit, it's like, like you're loud and the outfit's not aggressive enough for this to match up to it. You had a coat, Took it off. You're supposed to be in the rain and you're severe, minus the last part. I still think she's cool. I like her. I want to see more. I'm not going on this first episode being like she's trash. I just can't do it. But I just want to see what else she gives, and maybe we'll get time for that. I don't know. It could be just the first episode jitters. We'll see. A black cat suit like a leotard. It's not stunning. I wonder if Mo was going to be at DragCon this year. I don't think I saw her name. Birthday. Sorry. No, I like them. She's interesting. We'll see. Lula Strega, pretending like I had that name down. She has a very see you next Tuesday cutty like that mug. Lula. Oh. Her mug reminds me a little bit of Yuri Guy from Drag Race Down Under, but like a little like different, you know what I mean? But it has that same sort of severe, like that eyebrow is just zow, and you know the eye is just so right with that good lip and the nose contour a little bit. I like her. I want to see a lot from her. I did not care for her in the performance today. We'll talk about it. But her runway was interesting. I felt the storytelling behind it. And I'm a film person. I love movies. So the film reel thing like actually worked for me. It was okay compared to others. But I was like, it's still nice. But I like this autumn fall pumpkin spice latte number. It's interesting. You're getting moon vibes from her. I don't think anybody can give. Well, I'm not going to take that away from you, but for me, moon is their own treasure. Moon is moon. For what side of the moon are you on today? Whether it's cold or lit up by the glow of earth and sun's light, she is moon. Moon is she. Moon. That's moon to me. Like, who is moon to you, Matthew? A poem shall follow. That's the only way to discuss. It's no other way. A poem is a must. But yes, Lula's beat. This outfit is giving me pumpkin spice fever as well as Hobby Lobby energy. If you've been in a Hobby Lobby, you know exactly what I'm talking about, since there's literally a whole fall and autumn section that never goes away. It's still really pretty. She gives me shy but severe. She's a shy girl, but she'll eat you up, like in terms of like makeup and look if she wanted to. But she's a little soft spoken, you know, a little bit like that. So I want to see something here from her. But she's interesting. Wild card, and you know that wasn't a read for the Hobby Lobby mess. It's just if you've been in a Hobby Lobby, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Cameron, you work at one, so you know what I'm talking about. Friend, you have 95% of the store is that color. It's literally that color. You walk in, I'm looking for Christmas, but we got fall and autumn though. Christmas time, it'll be up here. Fall and autumn though, 24/7. Even the summer shit looks like fall and autumn stuff. I'd be like, baby, what is happening? But if you want to make something nice, there you go. I literally know what you're talking about. No shade. Like, it's definitely home goods. Like, really good time to shop right in August when school's back and they're trying to get their homes looking like they gave a fuck about their kids during the summertime. Very much. But no, we got the 10. That's everybody. Welcome aboard. Damn, it's stuck in my head. But Nikki Doll pops up on their television screen. I don't know if I like this. I don't think it matters, but this is not my favorite thing they won. Is that Jean Paul Gaultier inspired? It feels like it is with the way the buttons are placed on there and that top. I love the necklace though. Her makeup is gorgeous too. I just hate that pea color in hair. I hate that, girl, you're dehydrated piss color in hair. That's the only thing I don't like. I just can never get into it. And you know, the one time I liked it was when Nymphia had that same color pea hair. And I was like, well, that works, but it's hard to get into a pissy wig. No shade. I do love the suit. Love, 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 love this color. My first townhome that I had many moons ago, that was literally an accent wall color. So serious. Love this color. So good. The top of the shirt is giving too. The shoes were great. The haircut's giving. Nikki does look gorge. And she comes into the workroom to introduce, of course, herself and let the queens know, bitch, you made it. Competition's on. You got a lot at stake here with, of course, MAC Cosmetics being a part of the cash prize, a trip they get to take, the crown and scepter, and their picture each week being displayed on what looks like a sensible side table that the girls have to then look at and not be jealous of. The mini challenge is a photo shoot because first day. What looks like the worst water park on the planet, or possibly a float that's going to go down a pride parade where someone's going to complain about 2 minute speedos for some odd reason. They're outside. We have to take pictures on a surfboard. Surfboard, ran on that one, ran on that one. I'm swerving on that, swerving on that big body. But okay, listen. Good. Photographer, Nikki, cool. Hey, is no one going to talk about the guy back here who has to edit these photos? Sir, they didn't say what your name was, but thank you also for being there. I know you have a hard job. I'm sure you do. I know you do. You got to. Look at all those cords over there. That took you, what, 10 minutes to get up? Damn. Lots of stuff. Whoever that is, Kevin, good for you. We're happy to have you on board here. I would have liked to have known their name as well. No, I don't. All right. So it was cute. This was fun. Everybody's getting on the surfboard. They're surfing. It's fun, right? It's fine. Everything's cute. Well, Nikki hits the button and all of a sudden it's bucking like a mechanical bull. That's 2 Beyonce references in 1 minute. Good for me. And some of the funniest photos came out of this. I think this is what I took from this mini challenge, was not even for a great photo. It was who looked the craziest falling. Lula, God bless you, baby. I don't know why I had to take this shot, but the fact that both of your feet are in the air and not a soul wanted to catch you. Meanwhile, when Misty was up there and she was about to fall, old boy made sure that waist was caught. I said, okay, Misty, I wonder if he got in your Phoenix. But Lula hit the ground, Strago. Ruby on the nail and one of the funniest photos. What's happening here? What is that? Why is he happy you're falling? I'm sorry. It looks like Ruby missed a step. I don't know why this picture gave me the giggles when I was getting pictures today, but I was like, yo, it looks like she literally missed a step. And I was like, oh shit. Oh my God, I could take this picture and literally like remove the background and just put it on so many different things. Someone needs to do that. Hilarious. Norma, it looks like Norma's about to hurt somebody. Norma, I swear to God, baby. If this was a wrestling, if we were watching this and this was like the WE, you'd be doing some sort of a suplex or a move on this poor man. A lawsuit's about to happen. Magnetica. That dog, I'm sorry. That was the funniest part because it was like she was all right and maybe we're going to be there. But then when they fell, that poor dog that they were so, my baby. Oh, no, baby. That motherfucker went in the air and the shot has the dog in it. Shout out to the photographer. Thank you. This gave me so much joy. It looks like they're about to hurt it's going to hurt going down, but the dog looks like it's gone, baby. I can't. Oh, such a funny mini challenge, and it was a good time here. 50 of you in this live today. I know it's an international season, but it's Drag Race. Tune in, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Come part of this Right Back family, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button, drop a tippy poo in my jar or a super chat, and I appreciate you for being here. So Magnetica wins the mini challenge. She won nope. She wanted me, nope. In Drag Race France's tradition of giving them things that they can't use, what are we doing today? Mama got a pair of goggles, swimming goggles that have been stoned. So they're told about the Maxi Challenge where they have to do a cabaret. There are 4 different sections of the cabaret with different versions of music for said cabaret. You've got just the normal cabaret style, sort of jazzy kind of music. You have what is considered rock. They said a Latin song. I was like, okay. And then like sort of a dance mix. I felt the rock was a little bit more, not so much rock, maybe a little bit more rock hip hop. I don't know. I didn't receive it as rock, but it is what it is, right? Listen, they see Kiona's message on the mirror, and of course, with Magnetica being the one that won the mini challenge, she goes ahead and wipes it off the mirror message. I'm sorry, the message off the mirror, so they can go ahead and get started with season 3. Leona has a moment of sharing that I had no clue or idea about in reference to who, I guess, where they started in drag or their time in Spain. I was kind of gagged. I was like, huh? I didn't know that they were in a relationship with somebody, and apparently they had some troubles, and it was like a dangerous situation for them. So they had to end up moving to Spain. And this is where their love for cabaret came from, right? And they ended up like hosting a cabaret out there, and they did some sort of night where men dress like women, women dress like men. And that's how Leona was created in this sense. So her drag persona was created through, created through not necessarily a tragedy, but more so like a change that needed to happen in Spain. It's very interesting. I'm like, oh, I don't remember hearing about that on the other show. So work, I'm here for this. Very interesting. We learned a few things about a few people. Now, I don't know why I didn't zoom in here. Now, this is when I was like, okay, yeah, Aphrodite can get it. I said, I see this baby over here. Now they're having a conversation about not feeling included and sort of like feeling on the outs of certain things. Now Cabaret brought them in and it gets kind of emotional. And I thought that was fabulous. And I was like, oh, this is wonderful. And I'm glad they're so supportive on day one. But I'm also at the same time, like my hug would have been different. Let's continue. I said, that baby is cute. All right. They're out of drag and they're all like shocked to see each other and whatever and whatnot. It's now time to go ahead and get into the tracks and sort of figure out what parts they want to have. Now, isn't it interesting how everybody was already in their own groups? Even if that was the case. Although, like, Magnetica and Aphrodite were like, well, they all got in their groups and we sort of were on the outskirts. But I was thinking to myself, well, how did that happen? Because y'all just went and sat where you sat at. There definitely seems to be a seat at that table right there. And the other table that they were at, even over where Perseo and Edeha were, like, it was kind of like, well, how'd that happen? I think that was taken a little out. It felt very sensitive. And this is me. I'm saying that. Like, I'm, of all the YouTubers, the girl who doesn't get to celebrate whenever people get like all subscribers. I'm losing mine. You hear me? Views and everything. I don't know what that feels like, girl. Would love to see it just to get to the 23. But like, for real, though, I was really confused with whatever this little dramatic ass moment was. And I guess maybe when they said, should we just go ahead and assign the parts and figure this out while everyone's listening to the music and da. And it seemed like everyone had these things together. So I don't know. Like, Leona's group over here, it's like, okay, we want the first part. That's fine. You know, over here with Norma, Filip and Misty, it's like, okay, we'll take the Latin one. We got dancers in this group, so it makes sense for us to do it. Perseo and Edeha was like, we'll take the electronic one, the dance music, that makes sense. And then these babies were kind of like, oh, well, we didn't get to pick. And I'm thinking to myself, if you wanted it, you're gonna fight for it, right? In the moment, there wasn't a fight, but it turned into, and I like Magnetica, but I did one of these over here because I was like, what in the childish ass shit is this? Not to say you were pouting, but it was definitely giving off, that's not fair. This is not fair. I'm feeling excluded vibes. And then Norma, honestly, I have to give Norma some coots and credit here. I was impressed with this maturity, but I was also like, well, how nice of her. She was like, I'll leave. You can have my part and we'll switch if you want to. And Magnetica was on board for that. But then Aphrodite was like, okay, well, I feel like you may be leaving me here a little bit, but it's it is what it is. To which she then turns around and goes, actually, I'll go ahead and stay. I still love you, Magnetica. I like you, Aphrodite. I need an arm. I need an escort to the prom. Like, love you now. But their frustrations were valid because it was them making a compromise because they could feel your energy. To then you, after doing what just happened with the whole, that's not fair. I feel like we didn't get this. Actually, I changed my mind. It's no worries. At least they wanted to help. Going forward on with the season, if I was Norma, Misty, or Filip, oh bitch, we would never do that again. We would never do that again. That'd be the last time that I was like, oh, you wanted that role, here you go, girl. No more. I'd be like, no, thank you. Never again. And that would have happened next week. We're doing groups. Whatever she wanted, I would have just chose on purpose just so I would have taken the role and made her go, well, bitch, we tried to give it to you last week and you saw what happened. Oh, I'd be playing mind games on this kind of shit. Oh, they would hate me at the reunion. Maddie, you were so mean. Girl, we were playing. Listen, y'all were wasting time and I wanted to actually be entertained here. So I said, let's play. And we playing. But either way, everyone got what roles that they desired and we moved on from here. Forgive me for not having the choreographer's name on the top of my tongue right now. I was so distracted with this hairband. And I understand that it's there to make sure that that wig is intact and stays in place. Probably the glue is still settling as we speak. Even if it was glued, it probably gives no glue because they just took it right off after this entire run on stage and they got to go back to wherever their life was going. But I hated that wig with an infinite motherfucking passion. I want that wig to dry. And actually, it's already dry. I wanted it to burn in hell at infinite heat. I wanted it to find its way back. It's a big, big world. Let it drive you crazy. Daddy did not take this wig walking down the street. Do you understand me? Daddy didn't take their hand and said, follow them anywhere. Drop them off. Hate it. But they were fun and they were lovely. And I enjoyed this session of getting everybody to dance and sort of figuring it out and doing all the moves, this, that, and the other. But that's why we're not on that part that long, babies. Okay. Oh, no, if it's a headband wig, it's even worse. Because I'm mad at that headband being the same color as the hair. It makes it look even worse. It needs to be a whole nother color. I get they want to have that sort of, it's a headband and it matches the wig so the hairline can blend. I need that baby to be a different color headband. Please. It looks so weird. Like a sock with hair on it. No. All right. Drag Race France, this is one of my other critiques for y'all. I wish you would stop telling them to party down the runway and show these shots. I wish they would do a serious walk and then party down the runway when you're doing these like moments, because every time you do these long shots, I love these shots, but I hate that it's always somebody looking crazy, somebody looking out of there, somebody's looking down, someone's like, I think about to fall. It's always that. So like in the future, please. But I love it either way. Of course, our returning judges are Daphne Berkey and then Kitty Smile. Sorry. I can't do it today. I'm sorry. My friend is I I oh, that made me a little feel some kind of way. Like, bitch, hold up here. I'm trying to be kind today. Then our guest judges, we have Charles de Vilmorin. Vilmorin. Charles de Vilmorin. Believe so. And guest judge Jennifer. I'm not gonna go through a speak and spell with y'all in the live chats like we used to do here. I'm just trying my best and we're gonna push on through and scene. But these are our guest judges today, and I thought it was pretty good panel. Interesting. Kitty Smile looked crazy to me, but I'm gonna keep on going. I couldn't get into it. Nikki, gorgeous. Dress is fabulous. Beautiful fit. Love the cape. The wig is wig it, honey. Wig. Yeah, Purple Eater. That man look a fool, but this looks great. This looks great. Love it. Love it down. Love it down. I just know he's sweating. Listen. Oh, all right, I'm gonna say it. Daphne always looks like she's more of a fan of fashion than her actually knowing about fashion, but I know she knows about it, so I'm not saying that she doesn't. She does, like she gives, but like sometimes like this outfit, the way she looks at it, like it's like almost like I'm excited that someone put these on me, not that I knew what is supposed to look good. Like it always gives me a fan of like that one lady who's a celebrity that you know can't dress for shit, but then is dressed nicely because she has law. That kind of stuff. But no, I let me let it go because to me, sometimes like even today, she was like, it was. I don't know if it was just her being excited that threw me off a tad bit. And yes, they're back, but it just gave me, girl. Do you know what you should be? I don't receive severe. I'm so excited to be here, and that's what kills me about her sometimes. I want the Anna Locking energy. There it is. I like Daphne. She's great, but I want that Anna Locking energy. I need that Anna energy. Anna comes out and she gives pause. Okay. She's also the fashion girl, right? But she comes in and it gives severe. Like she's excited, but it gives like, bitch, I eat this look. Look at this look. Daphne just gives me like, that's all. I like her though. I think Daphne's great. It's great. And I'm sorry, Daphne. Don't take this personally. This episode had me laughing a little bit at you because your shoulders were like this half the time. They were hunched, sweetie. I was like, this is killing me. He was cool too. I liked his commentary. Jennifer is gorgeous. Her commentary was nice. Kitty, I think you're fabulous. I cannot, and I don't have to. The what I like about what you're wearing is that blue fur. That's it. Also, that is it. I don't care if it came off of whatever run. I don't. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm. I can feel the heat pulsating from your cat right now. Oh my goodness gracious! But go, kitty. Meow meow meow. All right, into the maxi challenge with the Cabaret Legendaire or Legendary Cabaret. I thought Nikki did a good intro opening. It was silly, it was hot, it was gorge, but on to the queens themselves. Leona was in her element. The end. If you blink, it looks a tad bit like Sasha, but like without a tan and without the severe eye or the lip. I said blink. I didn't say stale. But I thought that Leona was in her element and she was doing what needed to be done. I thought her outfit was very interesting. I got to be honest with Leona, though. Ruby was giving you a run for your money. Ruby was giving you a run for your money, Miss Thing. I was like, yo, are we not paying attention to Ruby and how she is clearly cacking this right now? Also, did she shave her chest? Why do I not see the hair? Or did she paint over it just to make it not so noticeable? Because when she walked in the workroom, it was all kinds of rug. I was confused. Either way, I thought that Ruby was low-key chewing this up. I didn't know who this was until we got to judging. And I was like, oh my God. Lula, I'm sorry, baby. This Lula, right? Yeah, that is. She was okay. The outfit threw me off a tad bit because the little pom poms in the front were so far apart. I thought her, breasts was social distancing. That's a joke we've heard before. Yeah, I personally, it just didn't hit on the nail for me. It just didn't go where it needed to go. But I thought she was okay. It was like, okay, she knows. At least it wasn't bad or anything. It just she didn't stand out with the other two, unfortunately. Whew. Aphrodite Amore, as much as I'm ready for you to carry me across the threshold, this felt like baby Mayhem Miller. This felt like Mayhem just started drag 2 weeks ago. It was a little under, I don't want to say developed. Underwhelming would be the right way to put this. I was a little disappointed, sweetie. Like, you had your lyrics down and you did what you had to do, but when you were dancing, it was so, there was no oomph. There was nothing to it. It was just very da, 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 da. Like, we're doing the movements, but I'm not sure about hitting these marks here. I wasn't a fan of it, though. I just wasn't. Magnetica was, I'm going to be real. I'm going to say she was okay. The outfit was interesting. I see she's a cat, because of the tassel titties and the makeup on the face. There were a few moments where she overdid her moves. And this is just me as a former backup dancer, trained and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes people overextend their movements and then it looks a little sloppy. So while Aphrodite was under, she was a little over at times. And I was like, this is driving me just a tad bit. However, I like the lyrics. And I also enjoyed her a little bit more than Aphrodite with this group in terms of it, though. But there was a little over under that was happening with the two of them. So maybe it was because she didn't get the role. Maybe it was because, it just, would the other one have been any better? But yeah, they were okay. And nobody was horrible. I'm not going to say that. No one was horrible. Some people were just okay. Norma chewed, though. Norma was doing this now. I said, okay, baby girl. Mama did her marks, danced perfectly, voice sounded nice. It really did the do. I knew she was a top contender. Misty, you can dance, thank God. I was afraid you were going to be one of those, I can do this and not do that. I was afraid you're going to be like one queen we know that says they can vogue, yet they don't know how to vogue at all. They don't even know what voguing is. They just seen it on the telly. So glad to know that you can dance and glad to know that your part was actually very well done. That lift was weird, though, when he took you off the stairs and they all went right into the, what was that? I forget if that was the samba or if that was the tango that they did real quick. But it was just like, okay, that lift was a little awkward. Either way, she was good. Now, we're going to stop. Because as much as I'm going to say, yes, they look good and I enjoy their runway later, I did not care for this at all. Not a lick, not a ball sack. I didn't care. Not one testicle for it. Not one tested testicle for it. Oh, I'm sorry. See tested testicle again. I don't have the French down. I'm just going to do it in English how it sounded to me when this part came up. Dun, 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 dun. I walked to the refrigerator and I opened the door. It was a little breezy. I pulled out a bottle of water. It wasn't cold enough, so I put it back, picked up another bottle of water, and then remembered, oh, that's right. I need coffee at 6 a.m. So I got coffee instead and I poured it into a cup. Oh, man, where is the creamer? Ah, that's right. It's on the other shelf in the refrigerator. I opened it back up. It's still cold again. That's what that gave me. I didn't know what was. I was like, what? Like, are we singing? Is this spoken word? Why does it sound so awful? Like, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. The framing of it, the vocalization of it, to the background. I didn't like any of it. And I like her. I just hated all of that. Whatever spoken, I Quiet Place 3. I just didn't like it, but I think their outfit looks good. I thought they moved very well. I just didn't care for I actually didn't sing like the other girls did sing, and I'm just about to sit up here and go, wah, 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 wah. Very Peanuts, Charlie Brown listening to some grown-ass lady telling what's up, and we don't even hear what she say. Anywho, sorry, Filip, I didn't mean to be rude. It changed up the entire flow. Like all the energy those two had gave and the flavor that was in there, it felt like a jar of mayonnaise exploded in my face. I just could not get into it. Sorry. Zach Brannigan. Come on for the Futurama reference. Hi, did anyone else notice this too? Perseo, why are you already on your podium and Miss Mama Edeha is like literally not even on there yet? You have already hit your mark. I figured this is how she ended up in the bottom, not Perseo, but the other baby, because how is she already on her mark? Was she told that was too quick? Because to me, that threw me off. They're not even done with the set, turning around to walk and leave the stage. I would have assumed Perseo would either be right where Edeha is, where it's I'm walking to it, then we land together, or either way, Mama should have been there early. I'm not sure who's early and who's late. It feels like Perseo's early. But they already went into the whole down, up, and then they had to do it again. Down, up. I was like, girl, because you were only supposed to do it once. It was too much. Anywho. They drove me. Didn't care. I didn't care for how Perseo was moving. What I did like was their lyrics and how they interpreted the song and they made it their own sort of bit, at least for this part. I thought it was pretty good. I was like, okay, that's cool. It's a vibe. It makes sense. I'm here for it. Miss Noir, though, it's like she took off the top and then it didn't go anywhere further. Like it was like, yeah, like I don't know. I didn't receive the moment like I think the way she wanted to. I really don't think we got that. I don't, and I'm a little sad. I was like, okay. Still, was everybody bad? No, everyone was good for the most part, but there were some people that were better and really ready to go. Elements. Thank you for tuning in. There's 60 people in the room. Hit the like button. Get in the comment section. Tell me what your favorite part about this episode was. That was long. Category is made in France. This is where the polls are going to come up here. We got to get started with our first queen, which is Le Filip. Fly, 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 fly. Uh-oh, uh-oh. They're not going to change that music, are they? You have three options. Giving, meaning it's the best. It's giving you everything and then some. She's cute because you like it, but there's some things you change. And chop, because in ballroom, if it's a chop, it don't get to walk. So, what are we giving this outfit with the guillotine? Guillotine. Guillotine. I like the silhouette. I like the color. I like the wig. I like the mug. Categories made in France. So made in France. Things made in France, or people made in France. Made in France. One more time. Made in France. Not made in Manhattan. Made in France. Fly, fly. Not me doing the whole song with head nods. Right now, we've got a few votes in here. Just a few. Okay. I'll go ahead and start on my commentary of this, and then we'll move forward here for those who can and are participating. It's nice. It looks good. Even if, for those of you who probably didn't clock this, the drips of blood from the guillotine, from slashing, and da-da-da-da-da, it's a nice look. I don't know what was going on with the wig. I also will say that they didn't give her the best edit for her runway in terms of shots. Like, there were a lot of moments where it was either far away, like these double shots, or they didn't give a close-up of the face. This was the most close-up I could get of her face without it being ridiculous, to be honest with you. And a few of the people on this today, you're going to notice. So, sorry. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up because, yeah, we're getting it done today, kids. We're getting it done. Plus, there's not that many of you here today. So, 20 votes. That's what I was looking for. So right now, 64% of you said she's cute, 30% said giving, and 5% of you chopped Le Filip. I think it's a nice look, but there was a few things where I wish they would have gave her time to breathe with the edit. That's where my mind was. And it didn't feel like they gave her time to breathe. So I'm watching the look and I'm trying to like study it. And I'm like, okay, it seems like they're rushing her off the stage with this edit. Next up is Lula Strega. French cinema. Okay, is it giving? Is she cute or is it a chop? I'd love to know what you thought about it. I think this is cute for what it's worth. I think it could have been bigger, or at least something a little bit more to it than this. It's nice, and I like the idea behind it, and it makes sense, especially with the film reels in the hair. I just wish the dress was a little bit different. I need the dress to be more grand in the scale of where it wants to be and what it's doing right now. It feels so simple. But the hair is giving, and I love it with the reels in there. I think her mug is wugging, but the dress left a little to be desired. It was like, I need someone else with the dress. It's a nice dress, but it's just a nice dress. Just a nice dress. Very that. I'm going to wrap this poll up. That's nasty, Maddie. I know. As long as I get 20 votes in, I'm good to go. We got 21, so work. Nobody chopped it. Not one chop. That's good. But 95% of you said she's cute, and 4% say it's giving. Again, concepts there. I just wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic with the dress because it's a white dress too, and white doesn't always look right on the runway. So there you go. This was cute though. The reeling in of the reel and all that. I was like, she's reeling it in. Get it? Oh, Aphrodite Amore. Let's go ahead and get our votes in for Miss Aphrodite. I didn't spell that right at all, did I? No, I didn't. I did not. I spelled something completely different. Diet Coke. Afro Diet Coke. Yep, that was it. I can't. 3 options once again, giving she's cute or a chop. What say you, universe? What say you, world? I actually like this. I did. Where my issue lied was when we got closer. I think the concept behind the Clementine is fabulous. I love the concept. It's like literally the peel of the Clementine, and you're wrapped in it like you are the fruit. And then once you open it up, it's like I peeled myself up. Like that's actually a very well put together concept. I really do like that. This is where I stop, or where I'm like, the beat is fine. The beat is fine. The beat is fine. It's not the best. It's a decent beat. This is one of my main concerns as to why I don't want to go on the show so soon and be like, let me just do it, unless I feel very, 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 very comfortable with multiple faces I can do, right? The beat is not doing as much as it needs to do with this kind of dress, to where if you had, I don't know, maybe more time or something else, there'd be some orange going on in the mug, maybe a little glitter or a little rhinestone here and there, something like that. And then the wig it's on. I don't know if that makes sense to some of you. It's on. Like, it's on you. It's there. To me, I would have done a different hair with this, but also, like, who the fuck am I, right? Like, again, your drag, you do you. Yes, I have been practicing sewing, as a matter of fact. I'm doing a lot of stuff off camera and not bringing it to YouTube because, once again, my therapist is saving my life. I felt a lot of pressure to share my journey with everyone, and I was concerned about how people would receive me, and I didn't want people to take it in because I already am very sensitive as it is. But just know I'm working on that. A part of my workout routine, just so y'all know this, is I work out in heels and I do cardio dance full bit. Like, I have enough space in my apartment where I move my furniture. I pump on the beat, and I will spend an hour doing nothing but routines, doing nothing but dancing and creating choreography. I'm creating 8 counts for DragCon this year, because the girls were bucking one year, and I was like, damn, I needed to at least go over some of my old school counts from like the 06 and 07 and some new ones I made like a few years ago. Because I may want to buck in motherfucking DragCon as a solo. So for those of you who saw the DC Pride videos, the muscular dude who was bucking, that's my old Captain Joe. That's my old J-Set captain. And I saw the video and I'm like, that's Joe, my old captain, still bucking. Hey, Joe, if you're watching this video. But yeah, for those who saw that video and the girls were bucking, that one dude with a little muscular with a little polo, with a little dress shirt, that's my old captain. I'm like, bitch, I used to dance with that man. It was me, Ron, him, Tim came in sometimes, and come on. Oh, and Jarvis. Boom. I'm not including the other little boy that was over there. But yes, we used to buck all the time in J7 Club and Battle Girls. So, like, oh, Monique, you've seen me buck before. You see me buck against Bob. Bob had to come and go, girl. I wasn't prepared for that. I said, bitch, I used to J7. He goes, I figured, bitch, because don't ever battle me in the club, sweetie, or challenge me, girl. I will embarrass your ass. We're gonna have a good time though. But sweetie, y'all, reminder, I'm a former gymnast, a former backup dancer, and currently baking in the drag department. I'm a chew. 37. I'm a chew. Choo choo. Oh, and I just got the Tanashi Nasty Girl choreo down. Oh yes, plus the bucket like a mechanical bull, bucket, row, row, row. Oh yes, I've been practicing a lot of these TikTok dances lately because I said, when I go out to LA and a girl try me with something new, I will ready to receive because I like dancing. Anyhow, back to Aphrodite and more. Upstairs, I wasn't a fan of. The outfit itself is giving. I like them as a person. ABC 123. It's cute, is where I'm at. Let's close the poll. I know Monique talk about, I already know, been here for years. You know what's up. Hell, some of y'all saw my video when I was a backup dancer and I was performing at South by Southwest, because that video is actually on YouTube right now. If you want to see me shake the house down, like you want to see some real ass shaking, not what looks like 2 pillows fighting with somebody's cheeks and they move like this. Nah, baby, you want to see that rotation? And I can still do it. Even better now, though, because I've gotten better at rotating the hips and throwing that ass back. You got to let it loose. Anyhow. All right. So yeah, Aphrodite more. 76% of you said she's cute. 16% said giving, and 6% of you chopped the look. Let's move forward. And it cuts off when you're about to go in. No, actually, it cut off at the right time, to be real with you. Because that was me, because that was the whole point of that. It was supposed to be Mo go first, Mo go first, Mo for Tater go second, Tater go second, Tater go, Maddie close it out, Maddie close it out, Maddie close it, got, and then we go into choreography. So like after that shakedown that I do, we go into choreo where it's boom, ha, turn it, bep, bop, 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 shake it to the left. Now, run, take it back. Oh, whoop, not Matt doing old choreography. I gotta call Vodka. But like it would go into that Mimi, Trail, Teddy, like it would go there. So like, yeah, like you saw me do my normal thing where it's like he go first, they go first, I close it out. And I gotta find the video where it shows me voguing literally in front of like what is it, 1,000 people at this huge like bar where we had this packed crowd. The whole place was sold out. And you'll see me twirling. I literally throw a flag in the air and do a fucking dip into a spin and catch that bitch. Like, please. Back in the day. There's also been a time where I vogued before and I dipped completely, just threw myself on the floor and hit the back of my head, bitch. Had to get the fuck up and pretend like nothing happened. And everyone was like, oh my God, because they saw my head go boom. And I continued to dance like with a full concussion. I'll never forget it. And I came to the back of the stage and they're like, are you good? I'm like, yeah. They said, bitch, you just kept going. I'm like, girl, we have a show. We have to work. This is a show. Like, they can't see me die on stage. I'll die later. I'll go to the hospital, get that done. We gonna finish this bitch. And that's how I operate. So again, this is why I get frustrated when people talk about me like they know me, baby. You don't know shit. Anywho, back to the show. Let's get back to this, y'all. Ruby on the Nail is next. I love this outfit. I like this. I thought this was really cool. I kept saying to myself before she even explained it, I'm like, is that a pen? Is she a pen? Like, is she a pen? Is this a pen? Like, I don't know why I like this. I just thought it was really, really stupid, silly. And then to me, I'm like, but why is the blue wig? Because I was like, that wouldn't make any sense. That was me the whole time. Like, if she's a pen, and then she removes it, I'm like, oh, it was the pen cap. I screamed. I was like, okay, that's what I needed. Because I did not care for how, I was like, okay, how is that the pen? Ah, the cap. Very much enjoyed it. I was like, okay, that's the fun. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, Ruby, this is one of my favorites of the night. I thought it was cool. I know it cool. I know it cool. Who didn't chew on their pens? That was one of my bad habits in school. And then I had to learn to stop doing that because you would give people your pens to share, then they give them back to you. And you're like, motherfuckers have their hands on my stuff. Ew. But yeah, I used to chew on my pens. Hated it. But I couldn't help it, especially if I was like taking a test. Whew. I don't like Papermate pens. Those were the worst. Those were the worst. I hated the erasable pens. Oh my God, what a horrible invention. What a horrible invention. Horrible invention. Never came out right. Always looked gross. Never seemed stay. Like every time he wrote with it, it's like, ew, what is that? I saw one explode in another kid's mouth and never did after that, Maddie. See, I like cracked one before, but never did it get in my mouth. But I also was the gay kid who wasn't gay, but low key had the jelly markers and the glitter pens that I had. And I love that I was able to somehow navigate through school without being like dragged for that for a while. There were other things that were like picking on me and like, you know, I got teased in school and all that kind of shit. But the pen part, oh, That was my favorite day. I got to bring out those like light neon ones or the pastel pens that are milky. Oh, at one point the teacher was like, you have to write with blue and black ink. I'm sorry. I'm like, no. No. Oh, I liked having my own homework like literally be in mint colored. Like it was amazing. Oh yeah, when you got older and you learned about actual pens, Joel, the ones that were super smooth, the ones that you have to pay like good money for. But a big pen will always be the best for me. That simple ass pen would be chewing honey. Okay, where are we at? Let's go ahead and end Ruby on the Nails poll here. Ruby on the Nail, 48% giving, 40% said she's cute, and 11% chopped the look. Let's move forward. Who's next? Misty Phoenix. Misty Phoenix. What are we feeling about Misty's look? Are you giving her something that she can feel? Or is she cuter, cute? Is it a chop? Ooh. I'm going to chop. Yep. I have to. I can't let this walk down. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I have to chop it. No shade. It's the fact that you're trying to do that champagne dress moment, but you only did the boning in reference for it with the corset bit, and you had the two glasses. I don't know what that is supposed to be. I'm still confused at whatever breast tank top this is. Cut off sleeve shirt. I don't know about bib. It just didn't sell the effect for me personally. I think Misty's a pretty girl. Beautiful doll. Hair, makeup, right, neck down, chop. Neck up, give it. Neck down, chop. I didn't like the outfit. It needed a lot going on for what it's worth because that pink fabric with the hoop, it's not doing what it needs to do. Especially with it being like the juxtaposed color with that sort of fuchsia corset moment in the top part. And then you have this like baby pink. It doesn't do it for me. I think she's gorgeous though, but I'm like, I don't like it. And then again, these, what looks like Janice from the Muppets titties, not Miss Piggy's. Miss Piggy has a full breast. This is, I don't know what that is, but it looks interesting. I'm not even gonna say uncomfortable. It just looks interesting. And you put the cups there, and then that's supposed to fill them. I get that, but it just didn't. I didn't receive it. It didn't feel like your cups were full at any time, even though we were imagining liquid being in there. I just felt like they would never be full to begin with. It would be like a squirt, like a Muppet baby breastplate. I just did not like that, but I'm gonna still keep the chop because the majority of the outfit for me was bad, so I'm gonna still keep the chop. But she's a beautiful girl. She's gorgeous. I'm gonna just assume we're gonna get a lot better later. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna assume we're gonna get a lot better later. Let's wrap this poll up. A real good buzz. Ooh, eggplant parmesan sounds really good, but I told myself that I needed to save money right now, so we are not going out to eat. We are eating the food I have left over from yesterday today. Misty Phoenix chop. 46% of you, 43% of you said she's cute, and 10% of you said it's giving. It's giving. Who's next? I was sold at Perfume Bottle. 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 I knew what it was the moment she turned the corner. I saw that netting in the hair. I'm like, Perfume Bottle. Immediately. Like, and my mama's perfume bottles, like the ones that they used to have with those, like very, very, okay, hurry up, Matt, get the pull up. I love it, all of it. And then some. I love all of it and then some. And then some. Live. The beat is severe, but like I don't know. Everything about it was just like, oh my God. I hated though, Magnetica. They didn't give you a runway of, you know, you and Philip got the short end of the stick for me. I'm also going to even include Misty in this because some people got really good close-ups when they did these double shots. Others did not. Magnetica was one of them. Y'all, when I was getting the screen grabs for this, it took so long to find shots where one picture wasn't blurry and the other picture didn't look like it didn't make any sense. This is the best I could do today. My apologies. Because when I tell you it was so good, and I was looking for the pictures that they post normally on social media with the shots for the runway, but they didn't have them just yet, like I have for the workroom entrances. Hopefully next time it'll be available, or I may just need to do the reviews on Tuesday. I might need to do them on Tuesday. But this was fabulous. I love the concept. I love the way it looks. The fact that the skirt is clear, the way that the skirt underneath it has like this sort of redness in there, giving sort of like there's liquid that's sort of dripping down the bottle, little feel. Like you even have the rope that gives you the cord for where you would spritz the bottle for the, perfume. It's a pleaser too. Yeah. The makeup is severe. Love. The lip is severe. No, they do not speak mostly English on France. You're going to hear 98.2% French. And you're going to maybe hear 3 words in one episode, if that, in English. And it'll be something like work, slay. I'm not even lying. It's gonna be like work, slay, something of the gay variety is gonna be said in English, but like everything else. But I will say, if you're okay with subtitles, it's a good watch. And also, well, I took French in high school, so for me, I can understand every other word, like very basic stuff, like and, is, or, like very that, as well as like certain like words you would know when you're like taking French in high school and in college. That. So for me, when I watch, I'm like half reading subtitles, half just listening. Because I can understand a couple of things, but I'm have to pull some things together. But it's good. It's good. You should watch it. Oh yeah, and like the 0.3% Spanish, that too. Okay, before we get to Perseo, let's go ahead and close Magnetica's poll here. Y'all gave baby girl 89% of you said she's giving, 10% of you said she's cute, and 0% of you chopped the look. 2 people got 0 chops today. It was Magnetica. Who else? Lula Strega was the other one. Y'all didn't chop her. Yeah, no one chopped Lula and no one chopped Magnetica. Up next is Perseo. I thought these were dominoes for a second. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Baby, I thought those were dominoes. I was like, those were made in Paris? Oh my God. I was like, the Southern black man in me, my entire upbringing, my full Alabama roots came out when I was watching this, bitch. I was like, girl, those dominoes? I was like, those aren't lined up right. You thought they were playing cards? I can see that too. It's Braille, for those of you who don't know. That's what it's supposed to be. I got something else completely different, but I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool and very interesting. Mina, you want to talk about it? Hi. You good? Okay. Did you hear that? She literally woke out of her sleep to yell at me. I'm not even lying, y'all. And then she went right back to sleep. Oh, my cats. I swear to God. I swear to God. I am so thankful. I'm so thankful for them. But There are some days where I'm just like, whoa, what is going on? Why are y'all both on 10? Oh, like Mama was like that yesterday. Oh, I couldn't move without him walking somewhere with me. I was like, you pregnant? Oh God. I don't know. I think this is interesting. The heels are a lot. Like, I'm like, damn, don't ever fall. I would be concerned. Like, you're falling from a different atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like, you going from outer space. You have to burn through the heat and then hit the ground. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus. It's interesting. Do I want to see something else? Kinda, because this sort of feels like everything that they wore all the way through, even with the challenge that happened here in a certain sense here. But we will see. But it's okay. I think it's cute. I like the concept behind it and what it represents. And that's very dope. But I was like, I was not blown away. Not blown away. Closing the poll. 48. Wow. 48. How do I do this? Because that doesn't make any sense. I guess 48% of you said she's cute, 48% of you chopped it, and 3% of you are giving the look. I have never seen she's cute and chopped have the same percentage ever in the history of our polling day. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's crazy. Y'all are really torn on this outfit. I just can't chop it. I'm just like, like I get it, but Norma doing vanilla. I should say French vanilla. I've been waiting to say that all day. Boo, boo, Matthew. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was the corniest joke of the day. But I like this. This is very simple look. It is simple. We're not going to act like it's not a black dress with some shit on it, but it's cute. It's cute. Like, she makes the look something. To me, it's a very cute black cocktail dress with the accoutrements of a flower of the vanilla proportion. So it gives you the idea that, yes, French vanilla, we there. She's gorgeous, 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 but it is very simple to me. I still think she's beat down, but I'm like, I just saw the Filip come out here the whole like ensemble gown full full that. I saw the full bit of it. This is beautiful, but it's clean. It's nice. This is very Q&A gown for me. Like, this isn't giving me, or like when they just get there for the pageant first day. No shade, but like it's a really nice look. I think she looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Had the dress been floor length, Drewski, I probably would be having a completely different conversation with you. It's a cocktail dress. It's a cute cocktail dress. Monique Creole, when I rock this girl. Let's read that. We're closing Norma's poll. Ring the bell, Maddie. 65% said giving, 31% says she's cute, and 3% chopped the look. Let's continue. Not everybody can wear a cocktail dress and chew, by the way. So Norma, please don't take that as an insult. That's a compliment saying you wore something simple, but you were still eating. Do you see my sissy superstar tease? Do you see where I'm coming from? Do you know what I'm talking about now? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't know if I hate this. I'm going to say she's cute. because I know it was supposed to be black and white film reference. You know, we had Lula do the whole film reels and all that kind of jazz. It's not ugly at all. It's a nice look. Love the coat over the top of it, you know, the full bit. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a nice look, but it's not pow. Like, it's not hitting hard to where it's something I would remember from her. Like, I would remember her entrance look before I remember this, to be honest. Haunted Mansion. What about what's the movie with Helen Mirren? Winchester teas. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Oh, no, she also wore something completely different. Maybe she's literally a ghost from the Titanic. That's what she kind of is giving for me with this outfit. Like a ghost on a boat that fell to the bottom of the ocean tease, okay? And they pulled it up and they found out it was haunted, and we got to see this lady walking through the the cabins, possibly looking for her husband. Maybe. Ghost ship. There we'll leave it there, JB. Bing, 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 bing. Ghost ship. That wraps that all up versus my long explanation of a ghost in the Titanic. Thank you. We could have wrapped that up very easily. But I said long road. Ghost Ship had one of the best intros, the best beginnings to a movie ever. That gagged me. Gagged me. That multiple kill scene was insanity. After that, it was a terrible movie. Terrible movie. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. God, I'm getting flashbacks of that movie. Bad. The candy didn't do anything for me because I was like, is it supposed to also be guts too? Like you're opening it up and it's guts, but it's also this candy that is a fringe candy that everyone likes. I was like, okay, that's cool, but it also looks like intestines, and I kind of wish it was intestines. I thought she was gonna pull it out. I was like, oh no, it's just candy. Piece of candy. Ooh, a 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 piece of candy. 63% of you said it's cute. She's cute. 30% of you chopped it, and 6% are giving. I wish they didn't let this go last. No shade. Oh, they didn't. I'm sorry, Miss Nora. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, they didn't let this go loud. They didn't. Leona winner is next. You got three options. Excuse me. She's given. She's giving. She's cute or a chop here. Speaking of which, when I'm in LA for DragCon, I'm going to be there for a while. Well, not a while. I'll be there for a good 5-6 days. 5 days, really. So I'll be doing live streams from LA too. So prepare for that. Oh no, I think we all got that, Lonnie. Thank you for clearing that up. But we got it. Like, not even being like, friend, why would you say that? I'm being like, no, we all received that. It was a black and white film. That was the point. I totally get it. Didn't miss that at all. It still was a boot. But yeah, we got it, Lonnie. But thank you, though. Yes, if anybody in the audience didn't know, she was doing a movie, black and white film in particular. That's where that came from. And the reason why I definitely can confirm I knew it was a black and white is because Lula literally did the film reel for what would be where the industry started. French films. Boom. Black and white films. Boom, boom. They were both on the same money. I'm glad that she did not come out with reels either, because that would have been like, no. Everyone's doing reels. Now, this was fabulous. for multiple choices. I'm a production kind of guy. I have literally been a part of someone's presentation at a pageant before. I love the ministry of showing your art like this, and for them to give her this much to do, because this definitely had to go last. There was no way this should have gone first in any way. It would have sucked the air out of the room, in my opinion. This was great. Perfect. Okay. Now, when Leona comes out and she's representing a French figure in reference for this, with the whole paint demonstration scene, which I thought was really cool. Me originally watching this, I'm like, oh my God, she'd stay in the stage. Now looking at it when I was doing it today, I'm like, oh, they put something down. Thank God. And another good reason to have her go last too, because there's a lot happening here. Okay. Full production. It's the paint gun and doing it with the red, which I thought was really cool because it was giving like the French colors, because she already had the blue and the white on there, but it had the red paint. And so it was going into that. Like it had the splatter effect, but then it had the spray paint effect on top of it. I was like, whew, okay. I received it very well. Very well. I have no notes. Like I don't know nothing to say about it, because it felt like Mama's intentions were met. Everything that they wanted to convey in this look was clear. It was not ugly by any means at all. Mission accomplished. It's fabulous. And sometimes when they do the cape bits, like with the flag, it doesn't really read well. This read well. It did. I was like, okay, this is really good. Someone said the white hat made me think more Smurfs than Marianne. The hat did give me Smurf tease a little bit, but if she was blue, it really would have taken me there. But I kind of figured that wasn't the case. La, 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 la. That's the one cartoon I want to say I don't like, but I really did like the Smurfs. I really want to tell people I didn't like it, but if it ever came on, I'd stare and just watch it all day. The music is always fabulous. But Gargamel, that's really weird. Him wanting to eat those things, that's disgusting. It's disturbing as a child. Anyhow, yeah, Leona looks good. I have a feeling we may get this more often, production-wise, from her, which, please. Even if she doesn't do it again, fine. But I like a good production moment. Give me. I want a show. And I think that Leona knows what's up. And she's like, bitch, I'm going to give y'all a show this motherfucking season. So we go see this Leona. But I think it's really cool. Shout out to all of my French watchers watching right now. I know a lot of, like, again, like how I am with the US Drag Race and being able to clock and know everything. I'm assuming that's how it was for you watching this show go down with the category made in France and be like, bury that. So I loved it, received it as a person who respects other people's countries and who is not an ignorant American, even though that's one of the easiest reads to say, because you've seen us like Alti. But yeah, so I think Leona did an excellent job here, and I'm living for the outfit. And let's go ahead and close our poll. And my neighbor rolled up on his motorcycle, so let me put this on mute real quick because it's a little loud. Okay, no, he's rolling away. I hate when he does that. He has a motorcycle and he just has that music turned all the way up. Like, girl, like, can you leave the apartment complex first? Like, we don't want to hear that shitty music. It's okay. Closing set poll. For Leona, y'all said, well, 53% said giving, 42% said she's cute, and 3% of you chopped the look. Now, through the judges' eyes, some people were safe and some people needed to be in the top and the bottom. Oh, no, you should be. You should. Because here's the thing. Whatever happens here, you know it's going to bleed out into other places. So, like, not all of us in this country are assholes and idiots. Okay? Like I really hate that argument because I'm not over here talking about all these people over here are this and all. But every time I get this American moment, I'm just like, girl, fuck you. Because, like, bitch, you think I want to be over here with all of this nonsense going on? Please. Anywho, I'm just happy for the rights that I do have, right? And for the blessings and privilege that we got over here. But bitch, we may lose a lot of those in the next 4 years. Like, they're promising that we're going to lose stuff. Like, come on now. Anywho, top 3, bottom 3. Our bottom 3 is Aphrodite, Edeha, and Lula. Okay, with the top 3 being Magnetica, Norma, and Leona. So many everyone's name. I kind of knew where this was going. I think in my mind, I said if Lula ends up at the bottom, they may end up going home. I don't know if they're gonna eat the lip sync. Like I don't think they're gonna do well lip syncs. I just don't receive it, but we'll see, right? Untucked was a tad bit emotional for some, and others happy for their first episode, but a few it was like, I'm trying my best. This is hard. It's emotional. It's a lot harder than I thought. All that jazz. See what I'm saying about the wig being on? Like it's on. It's on. It's almost not connected like it needs to be, or I would have chosen a completely different hair for this look. But Norma Bell wins the Maxi Challenge. First win on the board here. Congratulations to Norma Bell. The season has started and going up, getting it first. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Germaine, that's what it is, the root. Because you saw where that brown was. Let me show you. It's a little up. It's okay. It's been sprayed. It's not trying to stay. Now the bottom is Aphrodite, good arms, just more, and the lip sync, Sur le Fil by Jennifer, who was the guest judge this week. I didn't like the lip sync. I didn't like the lip sync. I didn't. I wanted to. I thought this was going to be like an obvious answer, but then as I saw it going, I was like, oh, she's got more experience than her, but she ain't really doing shit. And then she doesn't have as much experience, and I know she's trying hard, but this looks exactly how it looked like when we were doing the cabaret style thing. There you go. Survive. Didn't win. That we're going to say. That was not a duck walk. That was a squat, stand up, squat, stand up, squat, stand up, shuffle feet. Okay? I want y'all to understand that. Yes, when things look like stuff, we can assume and we can correlate it to that they wanted to do it. I'm not going to call it what it was because it wasn't a duck walk. I'm sorry. I'm not going to call it what it wasn't because it was not a duck walk. Okay? It's not a duck walk. All right. That baby was stretching, if anything. Good for you. And also your wig. This is how I knew that wig was on you. And it wasn't being, that wig was all over that face. And I said, yeah, it's not the right wig. This is not a performing wig. 1, 2. It's not locked in, sprayed enough to where that sucker gonna stay. She's also throwing her head all over the place. So it's like, yeah, not the wig is gonna fall or possibly go into a real fucked up. It's very Miss Blonde. It's blonde Miss Mellow tease, but hey Sheila, I'm happy you're here. It does suck that she had surgery 6 months prior. I'm going to still talk about the show if that's cool with you. I don't want anything like that to be put in a position to where I'm not allowed to then speak my opinion on the subject with whatever passion I have. Okay. And it's nothing against you, but I don't like it when I'm being told or stifled into everyone relax now because such and such. It wasn't good. It was stiff. Mama survived. The end. It wasn't good. So I don't care if she got surgery 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 years, whatever. I don't care. It is a lip sync. She had to lip sync regardless of whatever happened to her. I don't think they said she got a 6 months prior surgery, so let her win. Like, no, she won because she won. She won. Okay, thank you, Sheila. I just want to make sure because some people you've seen before, some folks come in here, Matthew, and it's like, y'all, I just want to talk about the show. Like, I don't mean no ill will towards these people. Like, none. Like, really dope. Really dope. But love you, Sheila. All my love to you, baby. And everybody that's watching today. For real, for real. Anywho, told y'all I'm getting better at responding here because I used to just go, but I don't need to do that. It's not necessary. But listen, this was sad because they knew each other outside the show and they're friends outside of it. I would hate if me and Jamar ever got on the season together and they're like, you two have to lip sync against each other. Like, I'm going to beat Jamar, but I'm not going to feel good about doing it. Like, regardless if he beats me or I beat him, I'd be hella emotional because it's like, I don't want to be the person who has to go up against my friend. I don't want to have to be the one to send them home or vice versa. And then that's a part of our story. I don't want that at all. I want us to walk together to the finale. You know what I mean? So I felt a little bit of that sadness from Edeha when it comes to Aphrodite. And I also could receive Aphrodite, even though they are still fresh in the game with drag. No one wants to go home first. Nobody wants to go home first. I mean, how am I going to put this? It can be a blessing and a curse. Like, who is to say that people aren't going to want to see her again and she gets on the next season? You know what I mean? Or who is to say that there won't be what's it called? An early out season or a season where she does get the phone call and they're like, yes, let's see you do it again. You may have been first out. Like, look at what Gothy Kendall did for All Stars. You know what I mean? Like, it's not over. And even I appreciate Nikki for saying this. When she was giving her goodbyes, Nikki was like, hold on now. Like, we're going to be together for a whole year. So this is not over. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. That's something you should say to somebody walking out the door who's like, I didn't do a good job and it's over for me. It's really not. Like, today, this journey right now, you on the show, that's over. We'll be back for maybe a reunion or someone getting crowned and we got the girls sitting in the audience, or hell, there may be even a roast. You know how they always bring some people back. You know, it's better to be over. Let's talk about it. What season was that? Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Where Dahlia Sin was damn near in every episode. Like, in every single episode as the broccoli lady. You know what I mean? Even Stacey Lane Matthews, that one season that came in there and wasn't even the season that she was on. It's okay. It's okay. Right. In the first season, the first candidate was also sick and she was eliminated because she was bad, not only because she was sick. Again, regardless of anything there, it's not over. Maybe we'll be, I don't know if they're going to be at DragCon. Did they announce them at DragCon? Did they? Because I would definitely go by Aphrodite's boot. I would definitely go by Aphrodite's boot. Let me find out. I want a hug. You know who gives really good hugs too? Like, really, really good hugs? Queen Kong. Good hugs, honey. Like, body heat, good hugs. Like, oof. Warm in the winter, sweaty in the summer afternoon. Yeah, I mean, it happens. We've seen it. Vanjie went home first, came back another season, made it top 6, 5, 6, something like that. And then now she's on a season where she can't even go home. There is room. There is time. It could happen. Either way, I like Aphrodite. I'd like to see them back on the show again. They seem cool. Oh, my watch tells me I need to stand up. So now we're standing up. Oh my God. This Apple Watch has been a blessing and a curse because I actually follow it when it's like, okay, look, you haven't worked out. You need to work out today. Okay, you haven't stood up long enough. Please stand up. Get your blood circulating. You right. I'm just going to miss it. I'm going to miss hearing them speak. Okay, that voice was one of my favorite things about this episode, was just hearing them talk. And I just would be like, say something else. More, please. Whisper in my ear. But no, all the luck and the love in the world to Aphrodite and more on their journey in drag and everything else. And so we are left with 9 queens in the competition. As a reminder, it is Norma Bell who is on the board with 1 win so far. In the top this week was Leona Winter, as well as Magnetica. In the bottom, Edeha Noir and Lula Strega. So let's pay attention and see what happens for the remainder of the season. I have high hopes as far as who is my top. Let's do 4 because I'm a Libra and 3 is like difficult. I'll do 4. Top 4 remaining in the competition. Leona Winter. I want to say Winter. Leona Winter, Norma Bell, Magnetica, and Ruby on the Nail. Yeah, those are my 4 right now. Ruby on the Nail, Magnetica, Norma Bell, and Leona Winter are my 4 that I see where I'm like, okay, first episode, I think y'all are going to give. I'm also putting Filip. I'm putting them in a section of, I just want to see you in your wheelhouse do what you do. Because the Cabaret was cool. No, it wasn't. I hated her Cabaret. I love her Runway and I liked her confessionals. I want to see her in her element, like do what they do. So that's why I'm like, okay, put her in a box real quick right over here, and we'll see. But yeah, interesting season. For me, I had Aphrodite in my list of people who I liked ahead of time. So they're eliminated. But out of 10, I was already feeling like 7 out of the 10 off the jump. And now I'm down to top 4 and even 6 people who I think possibly could go very far. So for me, that's a win in Drag Race. If I can like the majority of the cast or think that there's a competition between the majority of them, we got something going on here. When it's like one person is eating them up, it's not a fun season for me. So we'll see. Can I sit down now? Did I make my goal? Can I sit? I want to sit down. Well, thank you, Oliver, and thank you all who came here today and had a conversation with me about RuPaul's Drag Race France. Not RuPaul's, excuse me, Drag Race France. Season 3. It's on Wow Presents Plus and also other streaming apps and devices based on your location. So I would definitely take a look and tune in. For those of you who are like, Matt, is it subtitles? Sure is. Sure is. But it's a good show. It's very entertaining. For the most part, it is the Drag Race formula, but with the French twist in France. So it's going to be based there with a lot of, for me, educational when you learn a lot about folks and stuff by watching other shows in different countries, and you sort of get a different feel for how everyone operates and acts and how things are done. Like Italia is a very good example of that. But yeah, I would watch it. It's a pretty good season. I like Drag Race France, and I'm here to support Nikki Doll and her ventures, as well as Daphne and Kitty and everybody part of this crew. So I'm here for Drag Race France, and I'll be covering the entire season every Monday here on YouTube, and on Fridays, I will be posting reactions on my Patreon. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, for the $1 a month, put this light right here now, for the $1 a month, you can get the Drag Race France reactions as well as All Stars 9 and whatever other franchise that is not Down Under or Mexico. I'm not watching this season. Y'all didn't watch not one review of that. And as much as I want to cover Brazil again, I'm probably going to skip her too. I'll be watching those on my own time. I had the lowest Drag Race views ever when it came to Brazil and Mexico. So I am not going to cover it, unfortunately. I will be watching it on my own time and discussing it during rant reports and like that kind of shit. But I won't be doing separate episodes for that. That was a very, very bad 2 months for me. I literally had to do other videos to cover stuff at the same time. It was way too much. But I wish them the best and all the luck in the world with that. Sheila, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you for being here today, as well as giving us some insight and information on Edeha. And I appreciate that help, and I thank you so very much. And as a reminder, I have nothing but love for all of you. Believe it or not. Take care of yourselves. Stay cool. It is hot. If you're going to Pride or you're doing something that's Pride related and you're outside, sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Please, sunscreen. Please, please, and thank you. Get that sunscreen going and do what you got to do. Sheila, I hope, well, if they're doing clips, I can understand why, but hopefully I don't run into those issues either, because I've been covering France for a while, but, you know, I normally just do pictures and then just sort of explain the episode to everybody, but that's how we go. So, yeah. But yes, love y'all down. Take care of yourselves. I will see you Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday for Adjust Maddie. Yeah, it's going to be Just Maddie on Wednesday. Thursday is game day. Friday is a rant report. Saturday is All Stars 9. Sunday, the panel. Monday, Drag Race France. And Tuesday is the day I'm off. Tuesdays are for me. This one's for the ladies. That's me. I've learned, because I'm like, okay, Matt, like I do need to do way more content and more stuff to be done, but I need to have at least one day. I can't say 2 days now. Like we got to work. I got to have one day to myself, and that's Tuesday. So shit. Yeah. Well, you know, I try what I do, what I can do. I can do what I can do. I'm no longer in the business of helping other YouTubers, because some girls that I've helped have gone past me and are not trying to lend their ways over here. So I'm like, all right, so never mind no more. But yes, anyway, love y'all. Take care. God bless every single one of you. I will see you Wednesday for a wonderful Just Maddie. And until next time, take care. Bye. Oh, and I am going to be filming a new video for the intro and outro. Yep. That's another reason why I'm going to LA in July. Bye.
Listen.
Yeah.